Today, we are here to talk about why play is so important in early childhood. Play and learning has been a popular subject in early childhood professionals. Play was studied by many theorists, psychologists, and educators. Play is complex and hard to define. For the past centuries, there was evidence of play in history, and the first thing we think about when we listen the word play is children, because play is what children do most. The term learning through play became very popular when Piaget theory of cognitive development grew and made a big contribution for children's learning and development. It is a common concept that play has a positive effect on children's development and learning. Play has been perceived through history in similar ways and interpretations. Play promotes children's holistic development as physical, social, emotional, and cognitive domains. Educators can observe children's play and scaffold their learning and interests. Based on early years learning framework, play provides opportunity for children to learn as they discover, create, improvise, and imagine. Then, when children play with other children, they create social groups, test out ideas, challenge each other's thinking, and build new understandings. Play provides a supportive environment where children can ask questions, solve problems, and engage in critical thinking. How play contributes to children's learning and development. Neuroscience is the study of how the brain works, and studies show the importance of the first 6 years for brain development. As the child interacts with the environment, new synaptic connections are formed in the brain, resulting in different learning and skills. On the photo, we can see the synaptic density. A child at the birth, not many connections. 6 years old is the highest amount of synapse development, and after from 14 years old you start to lose the synapse. Synapse development occurs when the neurons in the brain make electrical connections between each other. This forms neural pathways where information is passed. Electrical impulses are what conducts information along the neural pathways. During early childhood, the majority of neural pathways are produced for the entire lifespan. The brain at 6 years has more neuron pathways than at any other period in life. Stimulation and interactions will increase synapses in the brain. How caregivers respond to children will affect the neural pathways. The early experiences printed in an infant's brain and the quality of these experiences has considerable implications for children's development and secure attachments. Early attachments for children was developed and explored by John Bowlby's attachment theory, arguing that young children search for social attachments for guidance on how to feel and react. The Early Years Learning Framework outlines attachment relationships as crucial to children to feel safe, secure, and supported. They grow in confidence to explore and learn. Children who are securely attached are more likely to explore new environments and have appropriate cognitive experiences. They need to trust that their needs will be responded to as serve and return interactions. When young children needs are responded appropriately, it builds a solid response to the brain to develop emotional and social skills. On the other hand, young children that are not emotionally supported will feel distressed and threatened. Consequently, the cortisol levels arise in the brain, causing disruption on neurons and synapses that is related to social and cognitive development, possibly resulting in delay. How children learn. Based on EYLF, learning occurs when children feel safe, secure, and supported. And this idea and study is based on neuroscience and attachment theory. Play provides opportunity for children to learn in different ways. Based on national quality standards, educators are responsive and scaffold children's learning and interests. And collaborative learning is supported. As Levi Vygotsky believed that children learning in social and cultural context and interacting with others. He believed that children interacting with other peers and educators, they can learn from others. And Malaguzzi defended the same idea as Vygotsky, that children self-learn and co-learn. That means that they construct the knowledge by themselves and co-construct of knowledge with others. Malaguzzi believed that children learn by interacting with the environment and are actively transforming their relationships with adults, peers, and things. It is important to educators provide a wide variety of play types to children be able to choose from. Malaguzzi initiated the 100 Languages of Children. His approach is to encourage children to explore the environment and express themselves through multiple ways of play, as symbolical, imaginative, constructive, social, dramatic. He believed that children learn and express themselves in different ways. That's why it's so important in early childhood we provide children with different types of materials and play. Froebel's play theory, we can connect a lot of his ideas with the early years learning framework. He invented the kindergarten program that we have today. Froebel's theory is based on child-led activities. He believed educators should give to children freedom to explore, discover, and create for themselves, and offer sensitive guidance when needed. These focus on observing development through play rather than leading structured learning, and it is still a debated theme in early childhood today. Froebel believed that children learn through play, and free play encourages the child to discover how things work through purposeful activities which are of interest of the individual child. He respected the individual's development, and children learn differently and at different rates and in their own pace. Educators should guide children to learn, but let them make their own discoveries and assumptions and learn from their mistakes. The learning environment should be thoughtfully designed with the appropriate resources that are for each child's level of development. Froebel supported the idea of a free play as interrupted periods of play where the children can explore concepts, express their creativity, and learn about how things work. Outdoor environment to children be free to play and have contact with nature as natural materials should be offered for children to choose from, allowing them to explore different concepts and activities which were appropriate for their own stage of learning. This concept is reflected today in early childhood settings, where a range of child-led activities are made available to children, as reinforced in national quality standards. Vygotsky believed that play allows children to practice skills and concepts they have previously learned, as well as providing new learning opportunities. Vygotsky reinforced that when children play collaboratively with an adult or more experienced peer, can help them solve problems that they were not able to solve before. It is called by Vygotsky joint problem solving. Today, it can be referred as guided participation. Vygotsky referred to zone of proximal development, that is the distance between what the child knows and what can be learned with a little help or sometimes just observing someone more experienced. When educators are responsive to children's interests, they can help children problem solving with guided participation, and they can provide opportunities to children to enhance their learning. That's what Vygotsky called as scaffolding. To Vygotsky, cognitive development occurs during play and when children interact with the environment, with others, and with objects. Learning through play is supported by many regulations as Early Years Learning Framework, National Quality Standards, and many other theorists. From National Quality Standards, responsive teaching and scaffolding. Children's ideas and play are supported to extend their learning. Children direct the learning. They can make choices in which activities and materials they can play with. The physical environment and resources can promote exploration and play-based learning when they are thoughtfully displayed. Positive educators to child interaction, as we saw before in the attachment theory, is very important to educators provide a positive relationship with children. And as Froebel and Vygotsky said before, collaborative learning. Children, they learn through themselves and they learn with others. And from Early Childhood Australia Code of Ethics, play and leisure are essential for children's learning, development, and well-being. And now, what is your view about play?